Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we'll be doing a full body yoga flow just to keep our practice going and get in the habit of doing our yoga practice every single day. So to begin, we'll start off with our knees crossed, hands in our laps or on our knees, eyes closed. I'm just going to take a few deep breaths just to settle in as we clear our minds and bring our focus right here on the mat. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Feeling the air go through your nostrils into your lungs, feeling them expand, and then just letting everything relax as we sigh it all out. Once more, in through the nose, and giving a loud, audible sigh out. And still keeping our eyes closed, we're going to bring our chin down to our chest. And then we're just going to roll it over to the right, bringing our right ear to our right shoulder before bringing our chin back down and rolling it over to the other side. Just letting our head roll back and forth as we get some nice little juicy stretches going on in the sides of our neck. And the next time your head comes over to the right, you're going to hold it over there. And then we're going to take our right hand and just rest it onto our left ear, giving ourselves a little bit of a deeper stretch going on in our left side. And releasing our hand as we roll over to the left. And just letting our head hang as we bring our left hand over to our right ear. And releasing your hand, then bring your head back to center. And we're going to raise both our hands above our head, bringing palms together and interlacing our fingers, palms pointing up. We're then going to lean over to the right, keeping our arms as straight as we can. You just get a nice little gentle lengthening going on in our left rib cage. Straightening up and going over to the other side. And just lean just far enough to keep our balance. And with that, coming up straight, making me in a tabletop position. Hands below shoulders, knees below hips. And we're going to go through a variation of cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're going to dip our belly and raise our chin up. As we do so, we're going to lean our bodies over to the left. And as we exhale, bring chin to chest and rounding our backs, we're going to shift our weight over to the right. And just going back and forth as we dip our bellies as we inhale and round our backs as we exhale. going from left to right. And on your last exhale, you can swap over to the other direction, dipping bellies as you shift over to the right for an inhale and exhale over to the left. Making sure to match your movements with your breath. And just take everything nice and easy and feeling every muscle and movement in our body. And with that, you can meet me back with a neutral spine, back in the center, walking both feet, straighten them out as we come into a high plank, holding here for an inhale. And as we exhale, lifting our hips and pushing up into our downward facing dog. Bending one knee at a time, just walking your dog out, focusing on keeping a nice straight back. If you just hold this pose for 3 full breaths. And from our down dog, we can start gently walking our feet towards our hands at the top of the mat, meeting me in a forward fold, just letting our whole upper body hang nice and loose. And then on our inhale, we're going to go through a halfway lift, so placing hands on shins or knees, keeping your back nice and straight. And then exhaling back down to our forward fold. We're starting to roll our whole upper bodies up, rolling one vertebra at a time as we straighten our spine. Coming up into your Tadasana mountain pose, palms facing forward. And just hold your fourth breath, feeling your feet nice and grounded to the earth. And then on our first inhale, we're going to lift our hands up above our head, stepping back with our right foot, coming into a high crescent lunge, focusing on keeping your front knee above your front ankle. As you just hold your full breath. Before exhaling, twisting our bodies over to the right, opening up into a warrior two. And flipping our front palms, lifting it up above our head, bringing our back hand down to our leg, or wrapping it behind our backs for a bind. Coming back into our warrior two, lifting our hands above our head, coming to a quick high lunge again, before bringing palms together down to heart center. And then bringing our right elbow to our front knee, twisting our bodies for a twisted lunge. Really focusing on trying to pull your left shoulder back as far as you can. And stepping your back foot, bringing it towards the front. You can meet me in a twisted chair for a breath. Before twisting our bodies to face forward into a regular chair. If you feel like you're up for it, you can try and test your balance by leaning forward, lifting your back heels off the mat. And with that, bringing heels down, straighten your legs. You can meet me back in a forward fold. And now we can move on to the other side. So once more, rolling your whole bodies up, coming into your mountain pose. And stepping back now with your left foot, raising your hands above your head for your high lunge. Really engage in your core to help with your balance. Before twisting your back foot, opening your hands out for warrior two, making sure there's a nice straight line from the front to back fingers. Before flipping your front palm, lifting it above your head, bringing your back hand down to your leg, or wrapping it for half a bind as we reverse our warrior. And back into warrior two. We're lifting our hands, bringing our back heel up for a high lunge, hands down to heart center. This time left elbow to right knee as we come into our twisted lunge. And stepping back, foot forward, come into a twisted chair for a breath. Before bringing your body to center, and if you're up for it, raising your toes for a flying chair. And then bringing heels down, straightening your legs, as once more coming down to your forward fold. In your forward fold, you can bring your hands all the way down to mat, stepping back into your high plank as we hold for an inhale. And as we exhale, we can lower our whole body, upper bodies and lowers to the ground. Inhale to untuck your toes and push your chest up for your cobra. Before exhaling, tucking your toes back into your downward facing dog. And then from here, you can once more just walk your feet towards the top of the mat. And we can roll once more, gently coming up, back into our Tadasana as we prepare for our balancing poses. From here, we're going to shift our weight onto our left foot, raising our right leg, keeping our knee bent. And once our knee is in line with our hips, placing our right hand onto our knee as we open our legs out to the right, finding a spot in front of us just to help with our balance. And then bring your leg back to center. And with your left hand, you can either try and grab your big toe, or if you can't reach that far, you can just grab the bar underneath your knee as you straighten our front leg out. And then maybe even just to help with balance, bring our right hand out to the side. And releasing your foot, bringing it down, but not putting it back on the ground. As we let our right foot just float back, keeping it straight as we hinge our upper bodies forward, keeping a nice straight line from our heel to our head. As you can meet me in your warrior three. And from here, you can either keep your hands at heart center, behind your back, or out in front of you, whichever feels the most comfortable. And straighten back up, bring your feet together as we shift over to the other side. Weight onto your right foot, bending your left knee, raising it to your level of your hips, then left hand on knee, opening it out to the side. You just find our spot once more in front of us, just to help with the balance. Bring your knee back to center, right hand onto left foot or left knee, as we straighten our left foot and bring our left hand out to the side. Releasing foot, straightening it down before hinging our whole upper bodies forward, making our nice T shape, focusing on trying to keep our hips nice and square as we come into our warrior three. And once more, straightening up, bring your feet together. And then from here, you can meet me laying on your stomachs down on the mat. Once you're laying down, you can bring your hands to your sides. We're going to move on to a locust. So taking a deep inhale, you're going to lift your chest and the back of your legs, floating everything as high as you can, trying to get as much off the ground as you can. Focusing on your breath as you just engage your core and your leg and your back muscles. Before exhaling as we relax all the way down. Go through one more round. Just taking a nice deep inhale, lifting your chest and your legs. Really feeling every muscle going. Holding for one more breath. Before releasing and relaxing. From here now we're going to go into a shoulder stretch. So laying your right hand out to the side, left hand out just below your shoulder, your left shoulder. We're going to push our entire bodies over to the right as we bend our left leg, placing it just behind us off the mat. As you feel a nice deep stretch going in your shoulder. And if you feel like you have the balance, you can release your left hand and place it behind your back. Reversing bodies out to center. Move on to the other side. Left hand stretched out. Right hand below right shoulder. And pushing our bodies up and over to the left. As we bend our knee and place our foot just outside the mat. And bringing our right hand behind us if we can. And finally, twisting back on our stomachs. Before pushing our hips back, bringing them towards our heels. As we can end our practice in a child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat or what feels comfortable. Chest and forehead all the way down, hands out in front of you. As you just feel your whole body relax into the pose. And gently pushing ourselves onto our shins, keeping our eyes closed. You can just take a moment to meditate, checking in on our bodies, how we're feeling now compared to the beginning, physically, mentally, emotionally. We're taking one last deep breath in, and then fluttering our eyes open as we exhale. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you found some benefits and learned something new. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to do in the practice. And I hope once more, hope to see you guys again next time on the yoga mat.